Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Deepthi, and I'm journalist of Envoy Excellency magazine. So,
Thank you.
before moving further, let me give you a quick brief of Envoy Excellency magazine. Envoy Excellency magazine is an international monthly magazine backed by DN Media Group. It specifically covers diplomatic community worldwide, national and foreign affairs. It is also covers politics, international affairs, culture, tourism, and medical tourism. The magazine is characterized by its high quality analytical articles on event, national and international level. So today it's our immense pleasure and honor to introduce Mr. Kaushal Jaiswal, Managing Director of Rivulis Irrigation India Private Limited. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, Deepthi. Thank you for having me here on this interview.
So, sir, my first question is to you. Rivulis has successfully established itself around the world. How are the micro irrigation solutions accessible to the needs of an agriculturist, ranging from a simple individual grower to the large corporate plantation and mining industries?
Nice question. And look, the drip irrigation is a technology which was evolved in Israel some 5 decades ago or 6 decades ago, and it evolved because of the necessity of the region. The water is a scarce thing there, and they really were developing as a nation and wanted to be independent in agriculture, and the water was not there. So this technology was invented and evolved where you are saving water and using half of the water to grow the crops. And over a period of time, it has developed and now found place all across the globe. It is a proven fact. Its knockdown effects are well proven, and whenever you are using a drip irrigation technology, the basic fundamental of the drip irrigation technology is that you are irrigating the crop, you are not irrigating the field.
Okay.
And by doing that, you are saving the water to the tune of 50 to 60%, depending on the crop, weather, and the agroclimatic zone where you are operating. And it's not only for the delivery of the water. When you are using the system, you can use it as an fertigation method where you use fertilizers also through drip irrigation systems, and in that way you are using lesser chemicals into the field. Your nutrient use efficiencies goes much high because it directly goes to the root zone, so the losses by evaporation or by the leaching of the nutrients are much lower. Then the farmers are saving cost in that. And when you are using the drip irrigation system, then you are putting the right amount of the water at the right root zone, and the water wastage is low. There's hardly any evaporation losses, or maybe the overflow of the water is not there. And with that, what exactly is happening around the water use efficiency is also 95% plus. So 1 liter of water, if you are giving to a crop plant, that means 950 ml is getting absorbed by the plant. That's how the importance. And it's a very easy technology. It's not a very tough. So it's very easy to adopt, whether for the local farmer, small farmer, big farmer. And you lay out the drip lines into the field with the different spacing depending on which crop you are using it for. And then you start using your valves to irrigate the particular portion of the field and the particular row of the field. It can be uh, done manually, it can be automated. There are so many things which you can do with the drip irrigation technology. And it's a saving of water, saving of energy, saving of labor cost, and saving of lot of fertilizer, and at the same time increasing the yield and the right quality of the product. So that's what the advantages of these technologies are is.
Very nice, sir. Okay. So, moving to my next question. Over the years, Rivulus has expanded its drip irrigation facilities. According to you, which crops require this ingenious facility and what is its advantage?
I will tell you that each and every crop, whichever we grow, can be grown with the drip irrigation technology. Even rice can be grown with the drip irrigation technology. If you are going for the direct seeded rice, it is very well accepted fact, and we have proved it over a period of time that even the water guzzling crop like rice, which the general concept is that it requires a lot of water and flooding is required and puddling is required, can be uh, grown without compromising on yield and quality with a drip irrigation system. So it is not a very crop specific. You can use this technology to grow any crop, whether rice, sugar cane, grapes, any orchard crop, pomegranate, vegetables. So each and every crop can be grown. Now, if you look at the adoption point of view, yes, the adoption is much higher in the horticulture crop, which are the high value crops, and the adoption is slightly lower compared to the field in field crops, which gives lesser value for the farmer. So generally the tendency is to take care of the high value crop first and maybe consider the lower value crop at a later date. So this is the area, but yes, but if you look at the global adoption, you will find all the horticulture crop, all the orchards, the adoption is much higher compared to the field crops of cereals like wheat or rice. But now in India, if you look at the trend, the adoption is picking up very fast in sugarcane, in grapes, in pomegranates, in vegetables, even in cotton.
Okay. So my next question is, which products by Rivulus have the highest demand from the customers?
There are all the products which are in demand, and we have developed the products as per the customer's need. It is not that we have developed the product and then we start looking for something uh, where to sell. Our entire R&D and development, product development based on the customer requirement. If you want me to elaborate little bit on the product side, there are inline drip lines, there are online drip lines, there are foggers, there are misters, which have different uses. Inline drip lines are where the drippers are inserted inside the drip line, and then those drip lines can be used over the ground and under the ground both, right? And there are drip lines which we call is online drip line, where the drippers are inserted on the drip pipe, and that can be done depending on the crop spacing, crop rows. It all depends on the farmer's choice and the crop requirement. Recently, we have developed one more drip line. Right now, it is not available in India, but very soon it will be available in India also. It is the drip line called Defend. Why the Defend? It defends itself against the insect bites. What happens when you lay out the drip lines into the field? There is some insect damages where the insects or the termites damages the drip line. This is one drip line which defends itself. It is embedded with the chemicals which repel the insects. The insects don't come nearer to the drip line. So it is much safer option for the farmers. The drip line damages can be controlled by this new technology which we have come up with.
Okay. So my next question, the company's presence in Israel, Jezreel Valley, has driven the quality of olive oil and its profitability to the next level. Please shed some light on the positive outcomes of this partnership.
Jezreel Valley, I don't know whether you know the geography of Israel. It is the northern part of the Israel, and it is a plain area where the agriculture is the main profession. In this valley, the most of the farmers in kibbutz were growing the field crops. Revulis entered into the partnership with one of the companies, which is called Mount Megiddo Limited, kind of name is there, and it's a company which is a joint venture of three kibbutz. The kibbutz is the what you call it, a community living in Israel. So three kibbutz, and they were doing around 1,500 hectares of field crops. They approached Revulis, and Revulis provided them all the support, irrigation support, agronomical support, design support, everything, and convinced them to start growing the olives, which is an orchard crop. And the first 100 hectares of the project was done few years back, and later on it was converted into much bigger. And with this technological intervention, with the support of Revulis, and the olive cultivation started there, and which has increased the farmers' income to the manifold. And now you have the same farmers, those who were much more focused on the field crops, have started growing olives, which is high value crop, which you can export, and with the same land, your income get doubled or tripled. So this is the difference which we have made into the farmers' lives there.
Yes. So my next question, in the upcoming years, how does Revulis plan to be ahead in the game of innovations? Are there any new products or services to be launched soon?
We have already launched one new service which is called Mana Irrigation.
Okay.
I don't know whether you know about Mana Irrigation. Mana is 100% owned subsidiary of, which is basically an irrigation intelligence software, where by using that software, we are giving a very field specific and the crop specific irrigation recommendation to the farmers on his mobile or on his laptop on a click of button. What we are doing is we are using remote sensing technology, satellite imagery, and hyperlocal weather forecast, KC table. Merging these three things together at the back end, we have developed an algorithm which gives you a right amount of water to be used. The tendency generally is the over irrigate or under irrigate, and there was no scientific method available with the farmer to assess the actual need of the field. With this technology, we give a daily irrigation recommendation to the farmer, along with the satellite imagery of the field, that this particular area, this particular zone of your field needed this much of water. And over a period of time, we have developed a technology where we are able to convince or tell farmer that you need to operate your water pump or motor for so many minutes or so many hours, rather than giving him a irrigation recommendation in millimeter cube or centimeter cube, which is beyond his understanding. So this is one tool which we have developed. Right now, this technology is available and we are giving the recommendation for 30 crops, but slowly and slowly we will keep adding more crops to this fold, and this will be available. And this is a very cheap technology which was developed for the masses, not for the classes. This is what we call it. And then our entire team is working day and night to develop drip technology and make it more affordable for the normal farmer. Right now, the affordability is a question mark because the cost of the drip lines are high for a normal farmer to afford, and that's why you will see that adoption are lower, even if it is a proven technology, because the initial cost is high. So we are working on to bring the cost down so that it is more affordable and accessible for the normal farmer all across the globe.
Yes, so that is very important actually. Yes. For India.
For anywhere. If you look at the global also the adoption of the micro irrigation, despite having the proven track record, is less than 20% of the area, or maybe less than 15% of the area of the total cultivable land. It is because of affordability. So we are working, and our entire goal is to make the technology more accessible to the farmers, more affordable to the farmers, so that they start using it, and which will help increase their income and livelihoods.
Thank you so much, sir, for your valuable time.
Thank you, Deepti. Thank you for having me here.
And so for all viewers, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. You can also download our Envoy Excellency mobile app from your Play Store.
Sure, we will do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Deepti.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. It was nice
Bye.
talking to you.
Bye. Thank you.